Searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt the glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven, it found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. My best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. They gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me through. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend. Lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt the glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven, it found my bones and gave me comfort.
Hello, readers and digital people, and welcome back to GP Reads. As always, I am your host, Grant Reads, and today we are looking into Justin Magallanes. I'm going to say this wrong. Magallanes. It's new short film. It is a I haven't watched the whole thing. I've watched the beginning of it. It seems very, very complex, very story-driven, hidden meanings, ARG, and it's a full-length, well, I say full-length. It's a full-length short film. It's like 20-something minutes, I believe. Let me see real quick. It is, yeah, it's 23 minutes, so there's quite a bit to it. We're going to watch from the very beginning, front to back first. I'm just going to go ahead and watch it. And then once I finish watching it and giving my initial reaction, my initial thoughts, we're going to discuss it for a few minutes. And then we're going to go back into it and do more of a deep analysis and see if we can tear this thing apart and figure out what's really going on. So I'm really excited to do this. I've wanted to do this for a while. Of course, Justin's work is always just, it's top notch. If you all haven't seen Phobos, Phobos is also on the Time Industries channel. It's also its own channel. Make sure you check that out as well. Justin directs everything, does the costumes. There's like animatronic things in there that he actually makes himself in his work. And he's just a really good actor. And he actually produces music as well. This is a musical. And the rest of his work has music in it as well. All of that is produced by him and his team. And it's just really, really good. So definitely recommend his work. Highly recommend. Just, I can't believe he hasn't blown up to the degree of some other really big ones. I mean, it's not a small channel. This has 20,000 subs. It's a pretty big channel, but, you know, I see it up there with, like, the greats, you know. It's that good. That's all I'm trying to say. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. I'm not going to keep you all waiting. Actually, we got 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and kill these last 3 minutes. I don't want to start too early. I want to start a little bit early, just so I can kind of introduce what we're looking into today, give everybody a little bit of time to get in here. We'll probably jump in like, it's 2 minutes still. We'll probably jump in like a minute early, depending on how many people can make it. I don't want to just jump in before everybody gets here, so. All right, let's see what we got. We got Time Industries right now, so. All right, I'll wait a few more minutes, but very, very, very excited to do this one. Again, love Justin's work. I guess it's more so Phobos. I don't understand why that thing doesn't have like 100 or 200,000 subs. You know? It's that good. It's like around the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared level, to me at least. I love it. Roxy! Yay! Roxy, you made it. And we're about to get started. It's 2 till. I got too excited and started the stream early. But yeah, it's 2 minutes till. Actually, 1 minute till now. We'll be starting in just a second. I just don't want to start before the 6 o'clock mark hits. Just wanted to go ahead and get it started, get the notifications out there. Went ahead and tweeted and all that good stuff. So, got my antioxidant coconut water stuff. All right. Actually, less than a minute. We got like 45 seconds. And then I'm going to jump in. How have you all been? Was your week last week good? Was your weekend good? Been kind of super packed myself. I've been having like a meeting or a stream or something every single day. Of course, not all of them were public, but there's been a lot going on my end. It's been kind of crazy. Actually had a meeting today, and I don't really want to talk too much about that one right now. I was meeting with someone who does publishing about my novels, so that was pretty cool. Yesterday I had a meeting with the people who are working on the animation stuff with me. And then the day before that, I had an interview. I have a really, really, really freaking cool interview for the magazine for ARG Digest coming up this Wednesday. I'm not going to say who it is, but it's a big name, and I'm really excited about it. I hope my questions are good. If not, we'll have to rework those, but I am ready to pick his brain. All right, 6 o'clock. Let's get started. Probably going to need my earbuds. All right. And let's begin. I love the vibes. I love the horror kid show vibes. Just to get me. That's what I loved about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. It's an anime. Time Industries production. I'm not going to talk over too many things. I'm just going to kind of give my reaction in the first go through. She looks like somebody I know, for real. Do I know you? Reach out if I know you, because I feel like I do. an X. Deleting the X. Maybe the X died? I don't know. All that... Okay. I'm gonna pause this for a second. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. Edgar Allan Poe. Music is so good in this. It's all made by Justin and his team. Okay, it's saying the same thing, but like all distorted. We're doing our first watch through and then we'll analyze after.
In here we'll leave behind your worries and fears.
We'll clown around and make that frown disappear.
Snakes and lend a helping hand.
So come take a dive.
Welcome to Dreamy Drive. Obelius the Raven, he's grumpy but sweet. And Brittany Star is sure to charm you right off your feet. When it comes to cuddles, you know Lammy's the best.
And of course, we can't forget about our very special guest.
We'll learn about the world and everything in it. Well, so much fun, the hours pass like they're minutes. We'll laugh and sing and put your troubles aside. Welcome to Dreamy Drive.
Welcome to
Dreamy Drive. Welcome to Dreamy
Drive! Excuse me. It's like they're in pain. I always wake up like that. Some kind of nightmare. That's a good poster. I kind of want it. Dreamy Drive poster. It's kind of menacing. It's like mouths are covered. Why are you sticking your finger in the freaking eye hole?
Hey, you're Jen, right? I think we have stats together.
Hello?
We were gonna go to a party because Ava can't go, so there's room for one more in Jake's car. And we actually already have a driver, so you can totally...
Come on, ask her!
Okay, well, we wanted to see if you maybe wanted to come with.
Is that a dress? It doesn't look like a dress to me. I don't know why am I hyper-focused. I feel like these posters are probably important. I'll take a better look at them.
Do you know what time it is, Obelius? That's right, it's joke o'clock.
I think I'm coming down with the vampire flu.
How can you tell it's a vampire flu?
Because I keep coughing.
I just got my ears pierced by a pirate. How much did it cost? A buccaneer!
I'm going into the taxi business.
Wow, so you can drive people bananas?
Okay. This is happening in real life. Or did she pass out from sugar overload, gelatin overload? Oh, she's not a vegan.
I think she heard us.
What the f***?
The sun is shining, it's so a wonderful day outside.
But even if it's cloudy, it can still be wonderful.
It's the kind of day that makes you wanna smile wide.
But not so much that people think you're overcompensating.
Take a look at the birds, take a look at the bees, take a look at the ants and the plants and the trees, men and women and child, everyone in between. They've got one thing in common, if you know what I mean. Everybody's out there living the dream.
It's sensational.
Land or sky or sea, we're living the dream.
Inspirational.
Live atop a planet where you're bound to begin, cause when you make a path and plan it, better bet that you'll win.
There's many a slip twixt the lip and the cup.
And you're going to find when you finally show up that it's a welcoming world when we're living the dream.
You need a friend or two.
Phantasmagorical fun when you're living the dream.
You're just pretending to.
We're all friends of hers when Jennifer's living the dream. Thanks for stopping by, Jen.
Oh, I can't stay longer?
You probably have somewhere to be.
Not really.
Trying to push you out.
Well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. The earth is alive with many cultures and stories. All the people in your neighborhood, it never gets boring. When you're living the dream, it's a dream to be alive.
So humorous or humorous frights will arise.
We'll help you ruminate so you can make the light and you shine. And you'll enjoy it so much, you'll want to double your time.
Double time?
Double time! Life's amazing and astounding, bountiful and boundless bliss. It's charming and it's clear to see we're ceaselessly confirming this. Disarming, dainty, dreamy life is effortless and easy, fun and fancy, fairly freely. Goodness gracious, happy healing.
If incessantly we idolize and justifying kindly lies, then MNOP.
Maybe we'll be
URSD.
one big family until you veer to wake up from your Z's.
This was the element.
Stop.
Jen, stop.
Oh, she was about to walk over the bridge. Okay.
Jen! Oh my god, are you okay? We can call someone? Who left you here? Let me get you an Uber.
What's going on? Is this real? Or is this the dream? I just left, so...
What's my problem?
Here's your problem, Jen. What's 2 plus 2?
Two plus two makes 4.
That's right. 2 and 2 is 4. And how about 4 plus 4?
That makes 8.
Wow, Jen. You're some kind of genius. How about this one? If a model rocket launches with a 4.2 times 10 to the 7th power velocity of the exhaust explosion and its mass is approximately 55 kilograms, calculate the initial acceleration of the entire mass given that the average fuel burn rate for model rockets of this type is approximately 12 times 10 to the 8th power kilograms per second.
I do like that Raven a lot.
Jennifer, you okay? Time's almost up, Jennifer. Can you hear me? Jennifer!
She's like stupid her whole life.
You're almost out of time.
Living that daydream.
I don't mean to be rude, but you've missed quite a few classes and your test paper is still blank.
She's an autopilot. She's in like a dreamy drive.
8 plus 8 makes 16.
Okay. Jennifer, this is an advanced physics course, and you're telling me you're in this class and you can't find the basic kinematics of a model rocket?
I mean, it's not like it's rocket science.
Kinda is. The awkward grid.
Get out of my class.
Kissingworth? How are you here?
It's worsening, Jen.
What is?
Bleeding.
Bleeding? Bleeding? Are you bleeding?
Bleeding through. In here we leave behind your worries and fears. Leave behind.
Oh, hello. Well, it's dead.
Hey, it's the woman of the hour. Want a hit?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, come on. It'll make you feel better. Help you to escape.
Well. This has me so nervous. Right. Hope there's more after this.
I always knew the world could be a place of pain and anarchy, of casualties from caution cast with callous to the wind. But if this dream inside my head exists for me beyond my bed, then why should I endure this living hell? This waking nightmare that they call life? Do I stay sheltered or jump beyond the ledge? It's feast or famine when I'm standing on the edge. It's feast or famine when I'm standing on the edge.
Jen.
Obelius! I'm so happy you're here. It's chaos out there.
I know, Jen. You need to...
It's okay. I don't need to go back out there. I can stay with you in Dreamy Drive and we can be happy
Do you
and...
know what time it is?
Do I what?
Do you know what time it is? It's joke o'clock.
Why is that so?
Why is Jen like a watercolor?
I don't know. I don't know. Look at that freaky sun. What's wrong with that sun?
Because of the slightest sign of damage, the boat starts to run.
This is all that I have.
Jen.
She wasn't ready to go.
When you were 6 years old, we taught you how to count and spell. Worry-free, everything was dandy and swell.
Yes, that one was.
We had so much fun that the hours passed like minutes. But it felt like it would last forever.
Last forever.
But it didn't.
Da da da. So now it's time for you to grow up. I'm Jennifer. Now it's time for you to grow up.
Some are lazy. That sounds fun.
But fun takes money, and you have none.
Do what you want, but don't do it alone.
Embrace the fear of missing out.
'Cause that's what living's all about. And now it's time for you to grow the hell up. Say Jennifer, now it's time for you to grow the hell up. Say Jennifer, we all love for you to grow the hell up.
So I either conform with the masses or die alone? That's not fair.
Don't be so dramatic.
Yeah, life isn't so black and white. Ah, waka waka.
It's never feast or famine when you live on the edge.
Friends are safety nets in case you slip from the ledge.
Get yourself to class.
Eat an actual meal.
Reality is rotten, but still got appeal.
Doesn't matter if it's jobs, friends, clubs, or a date.
That isn't awful, the good and the great. So muster all your confidence, reharmonize our consonants. You put us here like Acropolis, our peace and felt necropolis. So gain immunocompetence of life and be enthralled in it through Oculus, Abominus, embrace the ominous.
Or we will be the consequence.
Ew, what's with that finger? The heck is that? What is that? Ew. Why are they laughing about that? That is the most demonic looking freaking the thing alien demon creature. It's the freaking lamb. It is the lamb. What the heck? Rotted. Is it saying it should just rot?
The rot that you hath wrought corrodes and kills. Despite it all, you know we love you still.
Reality's not dreamy. What if people hate to see me?
But you'll never know if you never show up. So Jennifer, hey Jennifer, please Jennifer, grow the hell up, grow the hell up, grow the hell up, grow the hell up, grow the hell up. Get over yourself and grow the hell up.
Hey, you're Jen, right?
Oh wait, we're going back in time? Was that all in her head within that few seconds?
Yeah,
Excuse me?
yeah. I think we have stats together.
Oh, yeah, right. Hey, we were just about to go out. Do you maybe want to come with? Oh my god, is that a Dreamy Drive hoodie?
Oh, you know Dreamy Drive?
Yeah, totally. It was one of my favorite shows growing up as a kid.
Yeah, Brittany Starr is like my role model. Who's your favorite character?
I really like Obelius.
Wow, they end up
He was hilarious, but Lester's the bester. Lammy basically raised me.
Okay, that's a good ending. I love that. Uh-oh. Freaking Eldritch Abomination's coming out now. Freaking lamb was so creepy.
Now my boobs start shaking instead. I have to hold my boobs.
Well, so they apparently your childhood shows will haunt you if you don't move on. That was awesome. The art and the puppets and everything. Everybody did such a good job. The actors and everything. It was awesome. What was it at the end? California. Girl War. Sanchez. What'd you all think? Did you like it? I thought it was really good. Very professionally done. I love the old analog horror vibes to it. So it's just regular credits. I'm gonna just skim using the tracking on YouTube. I don't want to miss it. Play.
It's joke o'clock. So, what did you think of that film, Obelius?
To be honest, I'm trying not to think of it.
So, you've seen better?
I certainly haven't seen worse.
Did you have a favorite part?
I did love one part. The part where it ended. Oh, God.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was all basically in her head. Right? Zombie the lamb, right? It's intense. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Why are the names reserved, I wonder? I don't have to look at it again. I don't think that it's Kevin McLeod. I'm not sure. They were saying that it was all non-copyrighted and everything was like written by them. So I'm not sure if they used some McLeod music and then like dubbed over it, or if it was all made by them. But I thought it was all made by them. Yeah, they're apparently real, Vlogscap. Hey Bex, how you doing? Reversed, gotcha. Why are the names reversed? I'm not sure what names you're talking about, but we're gonna jump into it. You talking about the names in the credits or the names of the characters? Because we're going to do an analysis here now. I'm just not sure which one you're referring to. But I have it in my notes, so. Alright, let's go ahead and begin the analysis portion. I think that there was something at the beginning as well. Justin is nefarious for hiding things, so... Not nefarious. Notorious for hiding things, sorry. He's nefarious too, no, I'm kidding. It's a really good lesson. Before we do the analysis portions real quick, it was a really good lesson. A lot of people... See, that's the thing. You don't have to give up the things you like in childhood, but you can't cling to them so hard that you can't move on with life, because you do start to rot. You kind of just cling so hard to your inner child that you lose sight of reality. You start losing friends. She wouldn't even go out and talk to anybody, see anybody. You'd start to lose your passions. You become nothing but that. It's like she was saying, all I have is this. And that's eventually all you'll become. And at the end, you can see she didn't completely move on from her show. She still kept her passion for it, her fandom for it. But in allowing herself to actually move on and grow up, as they said, she was able to find there's other people that like the show too. So now she's got a fandom. She's got friends she can discuss it with. She can discover new things, new challenges, new people, new everything. She's got a whole life ahead of her now, but she can still retain her happiness. And that's the thing. She can still retain her childhood passions. You never have to actually give anything up in life. See, that's the thing. A lot of people think that you can't like things that you liked in your youth because you're an adult now. But true maturity is knowing that you don't have to give anything up, but knowing there's a time and place for everything. And that there's certain limits and limitations. There's certain limitations to where you should bring those passions. You shouldn't completely let it absorb you, but there's nothing wrong with liking a kid show that you liked when you were a kid. I mean, you liked it for a reason, so why wouldn't you like it now? You're still the same person. Just because you grew up doesn't mean you're not the same person. So that's a really cool message. A really interesting way to frame that. In the credits, I had it formatted as character role or actor rather than actor as character role. Interesting. Interesting. I still have all my Dragon Ball figures, but I'm actually holding on to those because they retain their value and some of them go up. But that's not the only reason. I just like to have my shelf of Dragon Ball figures. It's nostalgia. And nostalgia is the most powerful freaking tool you can use. That's why this analog horror and these kid show horror things are doing so well. people's memories are precious to them. And the good times, you'll always have those. It's like they say, this is borrowing from Adventure Time, but it says, I'm going to be covering that, but I'm going to be covering that because there's a lot of really good lessons in it. But it says, you and I will always be back then, in the song at the end. And it's true. Just because you're not living in that moment anymore doesn't mean those moments didn't exist. You still have those in your mind forever, or, you know, AKA forever. I mean, something might happen, you forget it, but, you know, that's neither here or there. Anyway, something at the beginning, Quinn. I'm guessing Quinn was a lover? I'm going to say that. I don't know for sure, but I mean, the hearts kind of makes me think it's a lover. And because they broke up, that's why she receded back into her happy place. Her happy place being Dreamy Drive. She kind of just decided that, you know, actually this is a good lesson, because I went through this in 2019, but you kind of go into yourself, into your shell when you were really damaged by somebody, and the phone being cracked like that, it's symbolic of her being cracked, her being destroyed from a really bad breakup. And in doing so, her mechanism was wanting to live in Dreamy Drive, giving up everything else because she didn't want to be hurt again. So instead of living, she basically died and went to Dreamy Drive. That's why the lamb was decayed. She basically allowed herself to die and go into this purgatory in her own mind and just live in Dreamy Drive and not live in the real world anymore. And you can't do that because it will cause you to just basically feel like you're dead and decay. You got to get back out there. You got to try again. You got to live. Even though you don't want to, even though it's hard, even though it hurts, you have to live. There's no other reason for you to be here if you're not going to live. So if you're going to be here, you might as well enjoy it and might as well make something out of it. Yeah, heart's going away because they broke up. I think there's actually a clue here towards the beginning. It's near here at the beginning. I don't think it's the first time. It's like... Okay, see? All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. So that part's the same, but I feel like it changes at some point. Actually, I don't think there's anything, but I'm going to look at it anyway. Just do it by colors. No, that's not. That is... we, No. But Alan... See dream. Or dream. Seem. Yeah, that's... I thought that might have been a color code thing, but... I'm going way too far into that part of it. Can we just admire how this set is set up? As an editor, I know, like, there's, like, so many layers going on here, and it's super awesome. Like, there's a puppet layer, there's a wall layer, there's a background layer, and there's, like, filters. Like, just, the composition just looks so good. It looks like those classic kid shows. Because I remember when I used to watch Sesame Street and stuff like that when I was a kid, and there was always that set design where it was, like, layers. You could tell that it was... You can and you can't. When you're a kid, you can't really tell it's a green screen, but then going back, you're like, I know how they did these layers, but there's just something campy and nostalgic about it that just makes you feel at home, you know? Comfortable. I love how he recaptured.
In here we'll leave behind your worries and fears.
And of course the first thing they mentioned is you'll leave behind your worries and fears. A nod to Phobos, where the angels were eating people's fears.
We'll clown around and make that frown disappear.
Now I wonder if these characters actually have any references to any of the other works by Justin. I don't think the flame-looking dude is out yet, if so. Or the clown.
Snakes and lend a helping hand.
So come take a dive!
Welcome to the future. Banana, I'm not really sure either, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a vampire or something, but that is, the vampire bat's there. That's just straight up Jonathan Eldritch. Like, why is Jonathan Eldritch here? Is this the same universe? Is it a reference to that deity? Do they know it exists? Or is it just a nod to Phobos? Like, I don't know about the canonicity of that.
Dreamy Drive. Obelius the Raven, he's grumpy but sweet. And Brittany Star is sure to charm you.
Now, Brittany Star looks like a freaking star, doesn't she? Like, that should be on a shirt. That is a fandom-worthy puppet.
Right off your feet. When it comes to cuddles, you know Lammy's the best.
Lammy's the creepiest. Why is Lammy's eyes on the poster? Lammy watches all. Lammy sees all. Lemmy seems like some kind of cult leader.
And of course, we can't forget about our very special guest.
We'll learn about the world and everything in it. With so much fun, the hours pass like they're minutes. We'll laugh and sing and put your troubles aside. Welcome to Dreamy Drive.
Welcome to
Dreamy Drive.
Honestly, that crow puppet or that raven puppet needs to come back.
Welcome to Dreamy Drive.
Justin, could you make it just, even if it's just shorts, could you make some like random commentary videos of like ARGs and stuff using that crow puppet or raven puppet if you still have it? Because that would be so cool. Good grief, that part's crazy. So we got Lost in Time and Space. I'm wondering if any of these posters are references to anything. Because we got Dreamy Drive, of course. And that's just kind of, you know, her living in like this daydream just to make it through the day. You know, when you're really upset, you do kind of autopilot and live in your head. So that's a reference to that. But Lost in Time and Space. She was losing time. Mamma Mia. I don't really know much about that movie. I know it's like really popular, but hey, my uncle hadn't seen Jurassic Park, so let's see, what's that? Feeble, and then Avatar. Just kind of things that are kind of like, you know, dreamy, otherworldly things like that. I think it's just movies she likes, but Lost in Time and Space seems important. And of course the Dreamy Drive poster with freaking Lammy's face on it, watching everything. Why does she have two Lammy posters? She's really into Dreamy Drive.
Hey, you're Jen, right? I think we have stats together. We were gonna go to a party because Ava can't go, so there's room for one more in Jake's car, and we actually already have a driver, so you can totally...
Come on, ask her!
Okay, well, we wanted to see if you maybe wanted to come with.
They're so happy and adamant about it. They honestly seem like good friends. I'm gonna pull out my Mac and watch.
Do you know what time it is, Obelius? That's right, it's joke o'clock.
I think I'm coming down with the vampire flu.
How can you tell it's a vampire flu?
Because I keep coughing.
I just got my ears pierced by a pirate. How much did it cost? A buccaneer!
I didn't realize this at first. I was like, when I first saw this, I was like, did they just not want to eat a whole bunch of food? Like, or is the person making this video just watching her weight and like, you can fake eating a whole bunch of gummies and stuff, or you know, eat a whole bunch of gummies without eating too many calories? But gummies kind of they have quite a few calories actually. But no, that was a hint. That was a hint that she's still living in that childhood state, or she went back to that childhood state, and she's just eating gummies all day. She isn't even eating real food anymore. Alright, I'm going to read some comments before we move on, though. Looks like we got Time Industries back in here. Justin's in here. Yeah, the message was awesome. Definitely resonated. Oh, the next thing you're working on? It's going to be like Lovecraft and Holloway specials! I'm excited. I can't wait, Justin. Let me just smack my armchair. I can't wait. I love your freaking stuff. This was so good. I am also Ace, Midcat. Yes. Don't Have Me I'm Scared is awesome. We're actually going to be talking about that in the next ARG Digest. It is like a low budget versus HP. That's the exact vibes I was getting. And yeah, this was all made by Justin and Justin's team. Lucas Mills for the rad set. Yeah, it's awesome. Some references to Dreamy Drive and the past few Phobos episodes. Yeah, we still need to go back and watch those Phobos episodes. Keep an eye out when you look through those. Gotcha. Definitely will. I'll definitely keep this whole thing in mind. mean, it could exist on its own, and its references are just references. Average uncle with a hug. Puppets got their own intro. Feel like they got too much money out into them, and the others, especially the crow. I don't know. I get into good art. I get into good.
I'm going into the taxi business.
Let me just take some pills.
So you can drive people bananas?
What if all of this, it turns out she was actually diabetic or pre-diabetic and just didn't know it, and all of this was just like a sugar-induced hallucinogenic state? I mean, I know it wasn't. Apparently none of this even happened. Or did it? Did we time travel? Did we time travel, or was all this just in her head? Like, what could have happened? Is this a what could have happened situation? Is it all in her head? And she just imagined what would have happened if she wouldn't have went with them? Or did she time travel? Or option number 4, did she not go at all, and at the end she's just imagining what if I would have went, but she actually just decayed? That's something to think about. Lammy is 2D.
I think she heard us.
What the f?
The sun is shining, it's a wonderful day outside.
But even if it's cloudy, it can still...
I think that this is actually something real. I think this isn't one of those eldritch things happening. I think that reality and surrealism is actually starting to bleed into each other and become one. I've just got a really strong feeling about that. Because if this connects to Phobos, I think that that world of imagination, so to speak, is bleeding into ours. There's 2 different dimensions.
It'll be wonderful.
It's the kind of day that makes you wanna smile. Why?
But not so much that people think you're overcompensating.
Take a look at the birds, take a look at the bees, take a look at the ants and the plants and the trees, men and women.
Basically, they're just telling her to dissociate and just look at everything and don't think about what's happening. But don't be so overly happy that people know that you're just overcompensating because you're dying inside, you're hurting inside because of the breakup. This is such a good lesson, because I struggled to get out of that. And I did have to, like, kind of bury myself in my work for a while, but you kind of move on and do new things, and that's kind of the important lesson here.
You're just pretending to.
We're all friends of hers when Jennifer's living the dream. Thanks for stopping by, Jen.
Oh, I can't stay longer?
You probably have somewhere to be.
Not really.
It never gets boring.
Yeah, this part was kind of showing the world was decaying. It's like pooping. Like, one eye is pooping, showing everything's kind of decaying and messing up. The other eye's dead and has flies flying around it. I mean, it may be a reference to, like, you know, how we're kind of polluting the planet and messing things up. But I think it's more so her world is starting to decay because she's holding on.
When you're living the dream, it's a dream to be alive.
So humorous or humorous frights will arrive.
We'll help you ruminate so you can make the light and you shine. And you'll enjoy it so much you'll want to double your time.
Double time?
Double time!
Actually, you might want to hear what they said.
An astounding, bountiful, and boundless bliss is charming, and it's clear to see we're ceaselessly confirming this. Disarming, dainty, dreamy life is effortless and easy, fun and fancy, fairly freely. Goodness gracious, happy healing.
If incessantly we idolize and justifying kindly lies, then MNOP.
Maybe we'll be
URSD.
one big family until you veer to wake up from your ZZZ.
It is interesting to see the depths of the human psyche. And they're basically just telling her to wake up from this dream.
And stop.
Jen, stop.
Did you think about killing herself? See, that's the thing. She's not dealing with her depression. She's not dealing with these dark thoughts, with everything she's going through. She's autopiloting, dissociating, living in her fantasy land in her mind. And she isn't taking care of the problem, so her body is decaying. Her mind is decaying. She's still going through the pain. It's actually worse, since she's not actually dealing with the dark side of her life, not actually dealing with the breakup. It's only festering and completely absorbing her and taking over her life, to the point where she was starting to actually climb over the rail. She was about to kill herself. And it's true. During COVID, I couldn't do a whole lot, and I didn't deal with the things that happened in 2019 much. I mean, I dealt with it in an ARG form. I'm not gonna lie. I did try to deal with it in that way, but I didn't try to process it and move on, because I couldn't hardly do anything else. Once COVID lifted, I was able to start doing other things, helping out my aunt and everything, just living life again, doing things again. That's when I was actually able to overcome it and pass it by. And that's what she's doing right now. She's in her stuck in your dreamland phase after something really bad happens that you don't want to deal with. Join the end of us. The pups are trying to get her. Yeah, they're trying to get her to live life. They keep telling her to move on, but she keeps trying to force herself back into their fantasy land. They're actually trying to help in this. All right, well, have a good night. We're actually pretty close to finishing up. We're just going to do this second run. I'm just pointing things out as we go, and then I might actually watch the end of Phobos, because we got a little bit extra time. So.
Jen! Oh my god, are you okay? We can call someone? Who left you here? Let me get you an Uber.
See how the world's like all dark and stuff? It's because she's just living in a depression. It does feel like that. It feels like everything, even if it's exciting, is just boring and stupid and bad, because you're so absorbed by it. But see, they're the only ones in color because of the lights. They're her way out. They're possible friends. That's what brought me out of it. I did actually make a couple friends, some really good friends, and they did pull me out of it. That's what happens. One of those friends being a steer, actually. Steer. Took a lot of friends and wanted to get out of it, but that's the start.
What's my problem?
Here's your problem, Jen. What's 2 plus 2? The model rocket launches with a 4.2 times 10 to the 7th power velocity of the exhaust explosion, and its mass is approximately 55 kilograms. Calculate the initial acceleration of the entire mass, given that the average fuel burn rate for model rockets of this type is approximately 12 times 10 to the 8th power kilograms per second.
Jennifer, you okay? Time's almost up, Jennifer. Can you hear me? Jennifer! Jennifer, you're almost out of time. I don't mean to be rude, but you've missed quite a few classes and your test paper is still blank.
Okay, whoa, go back. I know, we saw that already. That's not the important part. I'm wondering what's on that board. It said, see me? And there was some names? Physics 2, Professor Bazaka's, Frank 02. Okay, that's just, yeah, see me. J something. And it's kind of faded a little bit, but their names: R Hunt, T something. Yeah, I can't make that out, but I don't think they're important names. I was wondering if maybe they were names of like some of the Eldritch beings. Phobos.
8 plus 8 makes 16.
Okay. Jennifer, this is an advanced physics course, and you're telling me you're in this class and you can't find the basic kinematics of a model rocket?
I mean, it's not like it's rocket science.
That part cracks me up. It's uncomfortably long, though.
Get out of my class.
So the fact she was actually in there tells me she was living life before. It's just that breakup messed her up that bad. It does feel like you're dead. It really does. It feels like life's over. And because it does, it could take a long time. It took me like 2.5 years to get out of all that. And the fact it takes so long feels like it's endless, but Trust me, because it was literally beyond rock bottom. No matter how bad it is, you can get out of it. It may take years. It could take a long time, but if you fight and you want to get out of it, you will eventually get out of it. Now, there may be things that re-agitate it, things that cause things to become bad again. But again, if you get away from those things and you start doing good things, inserting good things into your life yourself, it's not going to happen itself. You're going to have to put in a lot of work. You got to bring in new things. Some of the good things for me was doing the YouTube stuff again, writing again, playing video games again, because all those things I hadn't done back in what happened to me previously. So you bring the happy things back into your life, not in the dangerous, obsessive way like she did with Dreamy Drive. But yeah, that was actually a good thing to have Dreamy Drive. But don't make that your all. Get a bunch of good things to make your life better and use those as stepping stones, not as your whole. And you will get out of it. You will. That's a good
Dr. Hissingworth? How are you here?
It's worsening, Jen.
What is?
Bleeding.
Bleeding? Bleeding? Are you bleeding?
Bleeding.
Yeah, when I first saw this, I thought they was talking about bleeding realities, and it may be also happening, but it's more so talking about her like heart's bleeding because she hasn't taken care of it.
Bleeding through. Like this. In here we leave behind your worries and fears. Leave behind.
What did that say? I do need to see what that said. That said something. Dream. Just says dream. Yeah, it says dream. There's so many freaking messed up forms though. Dream. I see Allah. Why do I see Allah down there? Dream, dream, dream. Dream. I think, oh, it's that saying from the beginning. Edgar Allan Poe quote. Why is Lammy there? Is Lammy just torturing this being? She's like shaking like she's working it off.
Hey, it's the woman of the hour. Want a hit? Oh, come on. It'll make you feel better. Help you to escape.
Why are you laughing? Why are you happy about this, you freaking Eldritch abomination? You hear it ran by too. That's jacked. It's jacked up. She was looking at the camera too. It's like she's like looking into her mind. This is like her subconscious speaking to her. That was very intentional. Now there's blood on the wall. Oh, no, it's on the wall. Oh, this part is so beautiful. This is how it feels too. It's
I always knew
you're like trapped in a bunch of different layers.
the world could be a place of pain and anarchy, of casualties from caution cast with callous to the wind. But if this dream inside my head exists for me beyond my bed, then why should I endure this living hell? This waking nightmare that they call life? Do I stay sheltered or jump beyond the ledge. It's feast or famine when I'm standing.
See, she jump off the ledge and acknowledge the breakup and all these bad things that are happening? Or does she stay sheltered? A lot of people do stay in that sheltered state, and that's why they end up stuck in a rut. They have to let the inner child go and actually face the problems head on, and it's hard. It is hard, and it'll tear you apart. It will. And it's going to be rough, but the problem is, would you rather suffer forever, or would you rather go through a little bit of hell and then have a good life after? Because the good life's there. It's waiting for you. I found mine now. It's real. It's there, and the pain, all the pain you hold on to will go away. You'll be able to move on. The depression will start to go away. There may be that lingering darkness, that lingering pain deep within your soul just because of how much damage was there. And it may last for years. It may last forever, but the thing is, the priority, your vision, your path doesn't have to dwell on that. Just as Dreamy Drive is a part of herself, so are these bad things. All this light and all this darkness is all part of you. You're not a light being, you're not a dark being. You're both. You're a little bit of everything. That's the whole core of free will, is the mixture of dark and light. So, just because you have a little bit of darkness in there doesn't mean your world has to revolve around it. You could still find some good things. You can still have a good life with the bad. Life isn't one thing. It's very dynamic. And some of the best things we have in life we couldn't have without some of the bad things. So it's just beautiful message.
On the edge, it's feast or famine when I'm standing on the edge.
See, that's the thing. So she can't go anywhere in life because she's stuck standing on the edge. If she goes back, she has to deal with all the crap. Or if she gives into it, she jumps off the edge and she offs herself. So she's stuck on the edge, not wanting to face it, but not wanting to end it either. Putting yourself in this kind of fence, that's where you end up stuck on the edge. You can't move anymore. Trapped yourself completely.
Jen.
Obelius! I'm so happy you're here. It's chaos out there.
I know, Jen. You need to...
It's okay.
Oh, well, that's so cool. Okay, Justin just said that the names on the boards were callbacks to the original performers from the 70s of the Muppets. It was John Henson, Jay Henson, D. Goals, R. Hunt, and Jay Nelson. That is so cool. I love those little touches like that. And the equation is FR equals... That's what I thought. I thought it was Ank. I thought it was Frank. But I thought it might have actually been a real equation, so I just didn't look into it any further. But yeah. AKA Frank Oz, original puppet master, original Muppet performer, and the director of Little Shop of Horrors. That's so cool. I love the references like that. I love how you put in those little things, those little details, hidden things. Your Easter eggs are awesome. So it was Franco too. Frank Oz, basically. Frank Oz. Plus, Fazankas is the engineer who designed Fozzie Bear. And the namesake for Freddy Fazbear in real life. That is so cool. You did your homework. You definitely always put in the extra effort. That's why I appreciate so much about your work. Freaking artistic genius, for real. I've said it before, but you got the stuff. If you
I don't need to go back out there.
don't become someone major in the art scene, then there's something wrong with the art scene.
I can stay with you in Dreamy Drive and we can be happy.
Do you know what time it is?
Do I what?
Do you know what time it is? It's junk o'clock. Why is Jen like a watercolor?
This part's so creepy. And this is what it actually looks like when she stops daydreaming.
Because
she's
of the slightest sign of damage, both starts to run.
Okay, so because it's talking about how much damage she has. Let me see if I can understand it.
Starts to run.
Something starts to rot. One more time. How is she like a watercolor?
Because of the slightest sign of damage,
At the slightest sign of
both
damage.
starts to rot.
They both start to rot.
This?
So it's saying if she acknowledges that she is damaged, she feels like she's gonna rot, but the thing is, staying in it is actually causing her to basically live in the filth, live in the rot. And that's what's really getting her.
This is all that I have.
That's all she... The only thing that wasn't broken in her life, the only thing that was actually good throughout her entire life was her childhood memories. They're like put up on a pedestal, because that was when she was innocent. That's when she didn't have a care in the world. So that is one pristine memory for her that she's able to cling on to. And that's why she kept it. Because in real life, she thought it was too dark. Things break. Things are broken. Things are hard. So she's clinging on to something that's easy. And that's another thing you got to watch out for. This is definitely deserving of Nightmind looking into it for sure. For sure.
6 years old, we taught you how to count and spell. Worry free, everything was dandy and swell. We had so much fun that the hours passed like minutes. It felt like it would last forever.
Last forever.
But it didn't.
Da, da, da. So now it's time for you to grow the hell up. I'm Jennifer. Now it's time for you to grow the hell up.
I wonder if her significant other broke up with her.
Some are lazy.
She couldn't move
that
on.
sounds fun.
But fun takes money, and you have none.
Stones and bakes or
Fun does take money. Gotta put in the hours. You gotta pay the bills to survive. It's just the way the world's set up.
scones. Do what you want, but don't do it alone.
Embrace the fear of
You do what you want, but don't do it alone. Saying you could still like your kid shows, but the fact that you've isolated yourself completely and you're doing it alone, that's the part that's making you rot. Because losing a relationship and then not replacing it with any friendships or relationships leaves you completely isolated. And the human mind is made to have companions. So if you don't have companions, you're basically making it worse. You're the one causing yourself to rot at that point.
Cause that's what living's all about. And now it's time for you to grow the hell up. Say Jennifer, now it's time for you to grow the hell up. Say Jennifer, we all love for you to grow the hell up.
So I either conform with the masses or die alone? That's not fair.
Don't be so dramatic. Yeah, life isn't so black and white.
Yeah, that's what they say. You don't have to conform to the masses. You gotta grow up and actually live.
Waka waka.
I love how he kind of sounds like a mutated tiny version of Jonathan Oldridge, because it's like a miniature version of it. And also they did the Waka Waka. He became the shoot, what's his name? The guy with the hat, the bear. Basically, he became their version of that puppet.
It's never feast or famine when you live on the edge.
Friends are safety nets in case you slip from the
See? Friends are safety nets in case you slip from the edge. That's how you make it past the bad things.
Get yourself to class.
Eat an actual meal.
Reality is rotten, but still got appeal.
Doesn't matter if it's jobs, friends, clubs, or a date.
Bad isn't awful, but good can be great. So muster all your confidence, reharmonize our consonants. You put us here like Acropolis, our piece of felt necropolis. So gain immunocompetence, live life and be enthralled in it through opulence of ominous, embrace the ominous.
Or we will be the consequence.
Will be the consequence. Yeah, see, that's what say, and you'll end up just stuck. And it'll be because of the show you love. That one thing you thought would defend you, that one thing you thought was completely harmless and pristine, will be the thing that causes you to become decayed because you lose sight of what it actually is supposed to do for you. It becomes a poison. Instead of cure. hide yourself away,
Reality's not dreamy. What if people hate to see me?
But you'll never know.
Who cares if they hate to see you? You find somebody else. You know how many people are in the world? Billions. You'll find somebody.
If you never show up. So Jennifer, hey Jennifer, please Jennifer. Grow the hell up, grow the hell up, grow the hell up, grow the hell up, grow the hell up. Get over yourself and grow the hell up.
Hey, you're Jen, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think we have stats together.
Oh, yeah, right. Hey, we were just about to go out. Do you maybe want to come with? Oh my god, is that a Dreamy Drive hoodie? Oh,
yes.
You know Dreamy Drive?
Yeah, totally. It was one of my favorite shows growing up as a kid.
Yeah, Brittany Starr is like my role model. Who's your favorite character?
I really like Obelius.
He was hilarious, but Lester's the bester. Lammy basically raised me.
She was so close. So close to losing everything. She was on the edge. I think the edge is actually represented in the door. If she would have kept the door closed, she would have went down the super dark path. But the fact that she opened the door, she had her freaking future standing there right in front of her. She had friends she didn't even know about. People that actually related to her and helped her through it. Just that close to losing everything. You never know what decision. Again, you got to open the doors. You can't leave any doors shut. If there's an open door, you need to take it because you never know what's going to lie on the other side of it. Your future could be right there, and that could be your one and only shot, and you could lose everything by not taking that chance. I wonder who this person is, though. Multiple people. Like, is that just someone who was, like, caught while they were filming? Or, like, is that actually someone involved? That's what I want to know. Not too sure what's going on there, but she's like, I'm gonna need to get my room, somebody's coming. Listen to what they're saying here. It's fine. Boobs started shaking instead. Excuse me, what are you talking about? Had to pull their boob. I don't know. They're just doing small talk, but it's... So here's the question. Did they move from her to start haunting another person? Or is this just representative of another man who is going through the same situation? Oh, that's the boyfriend! That's Quincy! Or whatever his name was. Was it Quincy? I don't know, we'll look at it in a second. That's the boyfriend. He's going through the exact same thing. So is it that he couldn't move on either after the breakup? Or were the dolls actually haunting them both? Were they actually both, like, cursed? That's the boyfriend. An eldritch haunting him. Is that Magallanes? Magallanes? I'm gonna look at that part you're talking about. How it was opposite. You're talking about the actual. Yeah, the actual. So it's backwards. Yeah, writer director. Just that's just the way it was framed. There's nothing to do with that. But yeah, I never noticed. I didn't think about that the first time I saw it. But that guy at the end was it Quincy? Quinn. Like, I bet you that guy at the end was Quinn, post breakup. That's wild. I love how it came full circle. That's cool. Yeah, I think it's Quinn. Alright, so we're going to watch the end of Phobos real quick to see how that connects. And then we'll call it a night after that. But I'm going to go see how it connects. I'm curious. Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about the movie, aren't you? Yeah, that's like an hour. Let's do it this week, though. I can't really, unfortunately, I can't stick around for a long time today. It's already been an hour. I've got some things I gotta take care of tonight, but, let's say, let's see what I got going on Wednesday. I feel like there was something going on Wednesday. we'll do it this week. We're gonna watch Be Not Afraid, the horror musical movie that finished up Phobos. We're gonna do that. We're actually probably gonna watch a couple different ones because there's a couple of movies or a couple of videos that lead up to that. Sometime this week we are going to watch Phobos live. We're gonna watch the end of Phobos live because there's gonna be a lot to dissect there, way more than I can do right now tonight at least. Unfortunately, I didn't have a long time tonight. That's one of the reasons I picked doing this one tonight. Not only to have I wanted to see it, dying to see it, but I knew that I'd only have a couple hours tonight, so I knew it'd be on the shorter side. But what did you all think? Leave your comments or leave your theories and things like that. Your theories, your thoughts, what you think this could represent. If you think I missed anything, if you think I got it right, let me know in the comments, and I will be reading through all those. Of course, I always do I read all of the comments, and I do reply when I can. Yeah, I've only got about 15 minutes till I gotta go, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up tonight. But Justin, you outdid yourself, my friend. Your work is always freaking awesome, but that was really good. That really did feel like a kid's show. And when we do watch Be Not Afraid, when we watch the movie that finished up Phobos, you all are going to be very impressed as well. I mean, you can just look at the thumbnail and see how awesome these practical effects are. And the freaking Seraph is an actual full body costume. It's awesome. You're going to enjoy it. So we'll watch it sometime this week. If I'm 90% sure I'm going to get to do it this week, but if we don't for whatever reason, we'll continue that Monday. And then next week also I'm going to try to jump back into the Everman Hybrid live dive. I want to finish that up as well. So that's what we got going on in the live dives for now. We're going to do some new shows after that, but I want to finish up what we started first. But again, thank you all for joining us. I had a really good time. I hope you all enjoyed it as well. And I will catch you in the next one. I'm going to jump into the comments real quick, and then I will head out. Regular credits said Jen as Hannah. Oh, so some of them were normal and then some of them were mixed up. I'm gonna look at that real quick before I jump out of here too then. I mean, that could have just been a mistake, but I doubt it. With Justin, it had something to do with something. It is reversed. Are they actually her friends? Or are they... Oh gosh, that's kind of creepy. Are they just playing her friends in this? I don't know, that could have some significance. Lammy as Storm Bell. Oh, the puppets are... Oh my gosh. All that was a farce. All that was to make you think it was a good ending. You're right, Lambie as Storm Bell. I don't know if that's intentional, but that kind of seems like the puppets are playing her friends to make her think that life is good. Or maybe it isn't so sinister, and they're actually trying to help her, and they became friends for her in real life so that she could move on. Like, they're like angels or something. They're actually helping her in that way. It could go either way. It could either be the puppets are trying to help her so they became people so she'd have somebody to talk to, or they're fooling her and they plan on eating her fear or killing her or doing something, you know? And now they're also attacking and hunting the boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. That's a good catch. That's a really good catch. Thank you for bringing that up. That's awesome. See Othelius as Kaleo? Yeah. I don't know if that's intentional, but that is kind of creepy. Yeah, I think it's just the actors' names, but that did bring that to mind. But I don't know. That's more of a thing I would shelf and put on the side. I don't think that's actually canon, but that is a cool thought. I like you had that thought. That's the main thing. But yeah, it's just the actors. Yeah, it's just worded a little different, but still cool. Again, like I said, I wouldn't put it past Justin. He's always doing something crazy and interesting and deep like that. So. Well, it was good to see you, Liv. Sorry you came in at the end. This is a shorter stream. We are going to have another stream with Time Industries, like I mentioned. We are going to watch the end of Phobos, the videos that I did not get to cover. So we're going to finish that up and watch that. And there's like an actual hour movie at the end. It's really good. It's so freaking good. I have watched that. I've watched it once, so there's probably a bunch of stuff I missed. But I couldn't wait on that one. Yeah, we're going to watch the Be Not Afraid movies. They're pretty short. And then we'll finish it up with the actual movie. We'll do that sometime this week, like I said. So, And if like I said, if I don't get to do this week, then definitely Monday, and then we'll just do, like Tuesday or Wednesday do the Everman Hybrid continuation. So you're good. You're good. You can go back and watch it. It's not that long. It's like an hour, but pretty much just if you skip to like 24 minutes in, it's just like the last half hour that had the important stuff. Me like analyzing it. Go back and watch the actual movie. At the beginning, we just watched the movie and I reacted, so you could watch the whole thing, but the last 30 minutes are what's important. So, all right. Well, hope you all have a good night, and as always, keep your eyes wide open and never stop reading. I will see you all in the next one. Lots of good stuff coming out this week. Stay tuned for that as well. Should be some videos coming out next couple days, so see you in that. Thanks so much for watching. Now, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my patrons and channel members. Thanks to you, I'm able to do what I love. CNK114, Investigator Zeus, Dobby's Music, Jera Mullins, Free Spirit Katie, MC Darfer, Vexus, Agnieszka, Granny Monster, Nightmare Luna, Lily Ardet, and Elliot the Epic 242. Really, thank you so much for everything.